It's a cool morning today, and let's talk about taters. I have my trusty hoe with me, and I'm out here at the tater patch. And I've been watching these, and we've been having some sprouting up. Quite a few. We got one there. Of course, we got a red curry squash that's volunteer. We've got another little one right there and there. They're popping up all over. And they've been popping up a little bit earlier down at the bottom. So anyway, we've got some cold weather coming this Friday. It's going to get down below freezing. And now it won't kill the plant completely, but it'll stun it back. It'll take the leaves and freeze them off. And what you're going to end up with is they're going to have to start that growth back over. And we just have taters coming up all over, like I say. Some of these have come up earlier. You can see right here, these are kind of further out of the ground. But anyway, what we're going to do, and now today is Tuesday, but Friday that's going to come along, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you how to protect these potatoes, because there's no need to have them have to start over. And we're just going to take our little hoe here, and we're just going to, that's it, pull a little dirt over the top of them. Bury those suckers. Now these were planted February 15th and 16th, and you can see there little row of them. They're just all coming up. So, and today is March 8th. So we'll get a little update that'll give you an idea, even though it's not been really warm. This is normally the way we do it here in the South. Now I'm going to say Zone 8B, but that's just, I'm going to say that lightly. Our last frost date is average is March 28th, and we usually put these in. A lot of people say Valentine's Day. I always say the middle of February, 15th, which actually Valentine's Day would be the middle, pretty much. But we normally plant that time, and then that gives them a good start. And like I say, when we do get cold weather, if it's going to freeze, it's easy enough. We just hold dirt up on them. This will do two things. It'll if they're indeterminates and they set potatoes, is if you pile more dirt, they set more potatoes and stuff, then that gets them started to where they're going to do that. If they're determinants, they always set their potatoes above the part that you plant. And as you can see how well these have germinated. Now all these potatoes, if you go back to watch that video, and I'll try to link it up above, were just cut and put in the ground. They weren't healed over like a lot of them want you to do. That's a step I've never done. A lot of us over in this area, most people that I know don't do that. But anyway, if you want to take that extra time and do it, it's that's up to you. But it's like I say, it's a waste. And we don't plant whole potatoes, because when you plant whole potatoes, and I talk about it in that, you have a whole lot of sprouts that come up off those potatoes when they chit, and all those will be trying to make potatoes in that one area. So they get to where they're really, really close. You can see some of these, and once they come on, they'll be close anyway. But if you put whole potatoes in there like that, your potatoes are going to be smaller. So this ensures it'll get a better, bigger crop as far as weight wise. But anyway, I'm going to hoe these up, and then we're going to go take a look at the sweet potatoes. And here's an update on the sweet potatoes. You can see they're popping up all over. One thing you want to make sure when you're doing these, like I am here, and I'll link that video up there too, but there's no drain holes in here. So, but you want to keep it good and moist, but you don't want to drown them. Now those are a little slower to pop up, but they are coming up. These are coming up too. They're fixing to pop out. They had little raised places, but I watered them down this morning. You want to make sure that you keep plenty of water, because you can see like they pop up. You want this soil to be around them, so they will root in. And there's going to be gobs of them in here because there's many potatoes as I planted. But anyway, once they get up and they'll go here a little bit, they'll start forming roots. This is kind of it's kind of a little bit loose around them. And the reason why you want it tight is because when these do come up, if there's a lot of air around it and it starts to put out a root and it can't get to soil, what it's going to do is air prune that root off. And if you're not familiar with that, that's when root gets to the air and it doesn't have moisture and such, then it's just going to dry and it's going to shrivel off. So make sure that you do keep plenty of moisture. And if you want to continue to watch and see the progress of this, well, of course, hit that subscribe, hit the bell button if you haven't already, and give it a big thumbs up if you like this video. Happy gardening.